Probably my favorite and most, my fastest sort of quick fix if I had it would be going for a run. So I'm a long distance runner, so I really enjoy going for big long runs, just beating the pavement and working through, if I need to, work through whatever's going on. If I'm running with a buddy, I find that's a really good time to just chat, and the mix of talking with someone about things that are on your mind mixed with the adrenaline of trying to go fast or keep up with someone is a really good way to just, and I guess the repetition of just constantly moving is a really good way for me to just instantly get that stress relief that I need.
I think the why is a big one for me. So if I'm feeling stressed, it's really helpful for me to reflect on where that stress is coming from. And again, this comes from having practiced, I think, from a little while, and especially in my meditation. And one of my favorite meditations to do is literally to just look at the content of my mind and to notice what is coming through and what is popping up again and again and again, those recurring themes. So when I feel stressed, I apply that same technique into that moment when I'm stressed. It doesn't need to necessarily be as formal as a meditation, but to start to notice the content of my mind and where that pressure is coming from. So have I created this expectation on myself that it needs to be a certain way, or is it coming from an external source? Can I have a conversation? Whether it's a deadline, I'm not going to meet, literally just pick up the phone and say to someone, and thankfully we're all human at the moment. And with that rise in AI, let's see how we go. But it's really just to connect to somebody else. And it's such a human thing to be stressed, to be overwhelmed, to really be struggling in that moment, and to be able to be vulnerable and to connect with somebody else and say, I'm struggling, I need some help. And I think that's where a meditation practice really comes in, that you grow more comfortable with yourself having these emotions. And it's not a good emotion, it's not a bad emotion, it just is. It's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to be scared, to be overwhelmed, or whatever it is. It's just what you're feeling in that moment.
So a really simple way that I feel like is tangible for everyone is making sure you prioritize how much time you open yourself up to in every given day. And so for me, having a schedule that I can check every morning to make sure that I have adequate break times in between resting and work is really an easy and tangible way for me to make sure that I'm taking care of myself as well as doing all the things that I need to and love to do.